Hi there everyone, this is Sean 007 1986. I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday morning. Good morning, by the way. And yeah, it's official. The Washington Commanders, aka the Washington Redskins, has been officially sold to Josh Harris and Magic Johnson. Yes, this is meaning that Dan Snyder is no longer the owner of this team, which is a good thing. This is a very good fucking thing. Given how much that team is being run to the ground thanks to his bullshit, I don't blame him not one goddamn. See his ass go. It's the best way to go. I read this from ESPN. Group led by Josh Harris finalized the deal to buy the Commanders. RG3 cheers news of Dan Snyder announcing sale of the Commanders. Robert Griffin III joyful fist pumps while reaching. A group led by Josh Harris, the co-owner of the NBA's Philadelphia 76ers and NHL's New Jersey Devils, reached an agreement to buy the Washington Commanders, known as the Washington Redskins, from owners Dan and Tanya Snyder. Both sides have announced Friday, which is yesterday. The group agreed to pay a record $6.5 billion for the team, sources told ESPN. The previous record sale for a sports franchise has been set in August when a group led by Walmart heir Bill Walton bought the Denver Broncos for $4.65 billion. I guess even though Dan Snyder wanted to go, it's going to sell the team, he wants to one-up one person. Have to be an asshole to the bitter end, I see. The deal reached by Harris Group and the Snyders on Friday is subject to NFL approval. The sources said league owners will receive an update on the sale agreement at the May 2023 league meetings in Minneapolis, with any potential vote occurring in the coming months. Approval by at least 3/4 of the league's owners and other customary closing conditions will be needed for the transaction to go through. The Snyders have reached a preliminary non-exclusive agreement to sell the franchise to Harris on April 14. At the time, the deal was fully financed, but has not been signed yet. We are very pleased to reach an agreement for the sale of the Commanders franchise with Josh Harris, an area native, and his permissive group of partners, the Snyder said in a statement. We look forward to the proud completion of this transaction and to root for Josh and the team in the upcoming years. No, just don't. How about you just go away? Go the fuck away. Harris, who grew up in Maryland, co-founded Apollo Management, an asset management firm, in 1990. He has a net worth of $5.8 billion, according to Forbes. Michael Reyes, who has a net worth of $5.5 billion. David Blitzer, who owns part of Crystal Palace FC of the English Premier League with Harris. That's soccer. And NBA Hall of Famer and Los Angeles Lakers legend Magic Johnson, also part of the Harris Group. Yeah, sorry, Mom. There are also at least 12 limited partners as part of the group. On behalf of our entire ownership group, I want to express how excited we are to be considered by the NFL to be the next owners of the Washington Commanders, and how committed we are to deliver a championship caliber franchise for this city and its fan base, Harris said in a statement. Growing up in Chevy Chase, I experienced firsthand the excitement around the team, including its 3 Super Bowl victories and long-term winning culture. We're looking forward to the formal approval of our ownership by the NFL in the months ahead, and have the honor to serve as responsible and accountable stewards of the Commanders franchise moving forward. The deal also includes FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, as well as the team's practice facility in Ashburn, Virginia. The Commanders have been seeking a new stadium somewhere in the D.C. area. According to multiple people involved, Dan Snyder's presence and the investigations into him and the franchise have stalled the process since last year. Steve Apopoulos, Steve A Canadian billionaire, and Tillman Fertitta, owner of the NBA's Houston Rockets, were among other groups that had bid on the Commanders. Another anonymous group bid for the team announced after touring the facilities, told ESPN. Jeff Bezos, who had interest, did not make a bid for the team. In a statement, Apostolopoulos commended the process, saying, "I could not have been more impressed with the opportunity and people involved with know the Commanders will continue to be a foundational franchise in the NFL." Harris's purchase, meanwhile, drew praise from Hall of Fame former Hall of Fame head coach of the Washington Redskins, Joe Gibbs. "I had an opportunity to get to know Josh Harris and the leadership team during the process, and fully support his efforts leading the new ownership group for the Commanders," he said. "The NFL has grown a great deal since my time as coach in this league. But what hasn't changed is my belief that with great leadership from the top, the drive to win on the field, and a commitment to the culture, championship teams are created. Josh and the team share those values, and I am committed to doing what I can to reconnect this great franchise to the community, fan base, and alumni." The Washington Redskins, might as well just say the team what they are. The Washington Redskins, which hasn't won a playoff game in 18 years, once created plenty of value. From 1971 to 1992, the team played in 5 Super Bowls and only won 3. The franchise finished with double-digit regular season wins 13 times and posted only 2 losing seasons. Only 2 losing records. In 1988, coming off a second Super Bowl victory, the team said the wait list for tickets at RFK Stadium, its home until 1996, were close to 39,000. But the past 3 years has been one of more chaotic periods of the franchise history because of the series of, off the fucking field. The franchise announced July in 2020 that it's retiring its former nickname, the Washington Redskins, because of bullshit. Later that month, the Washington Post published a report revealing episodes of alleged sexual harassment by former team employees and highlighted workplace culture accused of being toxic. That led to the NFL investigation into the situation. Multiple stories uncovered more stifling and more accusations, and finally a $10 million fine for a franchise deviated by the league. In which we all had this tagline. The culture is actually damn good. Yeah, and I think that's one of the main reasons why Jeff Bezos didn't even try to buy the team. So yeah, that might be the answer. In October 2021, the U.S. House Committee on Oversight and Reform, led by former Chairman Carolyn Maloney, Democrat out of New York, started investigating the Commanders. That investigation led to an allegation of sexual misconduct by Dan Snyder, in addition to financial improprieties by him. It also led to the Attorney Generals in Virginia. Oh shit. When I heard Virginia, it's like, oh shit. And the District of Columbia, oh shit, to start their own investigations. Oh shit. The U.S. Attorney's Office in its Eastern District, Virginia, bro, the fuck? Later opened a criminal investigation, into allegations of financial improprieties by the Commanders. Hold up, wait a minute, something's not right on this one, baby. Snyder installed his wife, Tanya, as co-CEO in 2020. Smart move. And she has been the public face of the franchise since that time. Yeah, it's like Janie Buss. And we all know how that turned out. She represents the team at league functions for more than a year. Get that paper, hun. The last time Dan Snyder spoke publicly was to introduce the team's new name, February 2nd, 2022. We would have been called the fucking Red Wolves, because that name sounds fucking badass. But nope, we got to sound like the Commanders, and we got fucking clowned up for it. I mean, hell, in Mutant Football League, which is, I'm recording while talking to this video, and this is the team. The team name Bring Washington Cadavers sounds way more cooler than the fucking Commanders. And even in the game, Even in the game, they was once known as the Bray Washington Deadskins. Even people say when they changed the name to the Washington football team and to the Washington Commanders, my mom and everybody else is even they treat everybody else to say it doesn't matter what kind of names y'all motherfuckers gonna get, y'all still be the Deadskins to me. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, think about it. How the fuck can you argue with that logic? And also, it's kind of hard to get people to stop calling the team the Washington Redskins when people have been calling that team for God knows how long. I've been calling them since I was 5 years old, and that's the team I picked. But I digress. For a long time, NFL owners did not appear ready to vote out one of their own for the first time in league history. But at the league's meetings held in October, coach-owner Jim Irsay said of Snyder, "There's merit to remove him as owner." According to multiple league sources, there was growing fatigue from the Commanders' situation. I mean, yeah. Scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal from one team can really work a person's nerves. The Snyders released a statement that time insisting they would never sell. Oh, of course they were. That abruptly changed their stance in November by announcing the team was up for sale. Dan Snyder had led a group that purchased the team in 1999 for $800 million. He arrived in the NFL as a young, hard-charging businessman who famously grew up a die-hard fan of the franchise. Washington won the NFC East title that season with a 10-6 record, but the franchise could never sustain success under Snyder. Early in his tenure, he became known of changing coaches and signing big-name free agents. In his first 5 years, he fired Norv Turner in 2000 and Marty Stoudemire a year later, and saw Steve Spurrier resign after 2 seasons. Oh God, the Marty Stoudemire one. Oh God, I've watched I remembered that when I was a kid, and I was pissed off about it. And then I saw the video of Marty Stoudemire from Urinating Tree, and when it came to the Redskins, I was like, oh God, I hate Dan Snyder. Yeah, first season he was terrible. He didn't have much, but then he managed to help Washington get to build a team without a good quarterback, and I feel like we were on the up. But then all of a sudden, Dan Snyder decided to fire his ass, and I looked at Dan Snyder like, you motherfucker. And also, and trust me, I was pissed off at Dean fucking Spanos when he fires Marty Stoudemire when the Chargers, back when they were San Diego, lost an AFC playoff game against the New England Patriots, all because the dude fumbled the fucking rock at the wrong fucking time. And I figured, like, okay, he probably fired, and at first I'm like, okay, Dean Spanos probably fired Marty Stoudemire because the team, he barely got the team in with an 8-8 record and they won tiebreaker, right? He fired a head coach who helped the Chargers get into a playoffs with a 14-2 record. Again, fuck you, Spanos. Snyder's first free agent class included high-profile veterans such as future Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, who's a coach, by the way, and Bruce Smith. Washington later gave free agent defensive lineman Albert Haysworth a then record $41 million in guaranteed money. That was dumb. That was fucking dumb. But the aggressive approach did not result in success. No shit. Even though Snyder also hired coaches such as Joe Gibbs, who previously led the team to 3 Super Bowl championships, and Mike Shanahan, who won 2 Super Bowls with Denver. Under Shanahan, it didn't work down on that one. Washington never won more than 10 games in a season, and reached that figure only 3 times during Snyder's 24 years. The team hasn't won more than 9 games since 2012. Washington went 2-6 in the fucking playoffs in the Dan Snyder's tenure, and hasn't won a goddamn postseason game in 2000 since 2005 under Joe Gibbs. The Commanders finished 8-1 last season under coach Ron Rivera, who is entering his 4th year in charge. Yeah, 8-1. We would have been in the playoffs, but Dan Snyder had to fucking trade for Carson Wentz. And he fucked us, and Carson Wentz fucked us over. But real fans like myself would know that it wasn't Taylor Heineke's fault. It was actually Carson Wentz who put us in this fucking hole. But goddamn Washington fans who always like to drink that goddamn copium and always be on that we need another quarterback kick. They will blame Taylor Heineke for not helping them win the games, not blaming Carson Wentz. Why? Because if they would blame Carson Wentz, then that means that they were fucked. They were fucking wrong. But yeah, I'm just fucking glad his ass is fucking gone. He has been nothing. Let's be real. Dan Snyder has nothing been but a fucking cancer to this team. And oh my god. He was such a bad fucking owner, and he likes to throw fucking money at free agents instead of drafting and trying to build homegrown talent. And like I said, last season we finished the season 8-1, which is a better record and a slight improvement than the previous season, where we finished the season 7-10. But like I said, we would have been in the fucking playoffs. If Carson Wentz hadn't put us in that 1-4 hole. Taylor Heineke, God bless his soul, managed to try to help us get back into play. But when Carson Wentz played that game, a pivotal game against the Browns, and he threw 3 interceptions, that pretty much killed our chances. That pretty much killed our season. Now you're probably asking, well, what happened to Taylor Heineke? Is he still with the team? Well, no. Washington released him, and he got signed by Atlanta Falcons. Sam Howell will be our fucking quarterback. Will be our fucking starting quarterback, because everyone will say, oh, Sam Howell is better than Taylor Heineke. Oh yeah? Sam Howell's better than Taylor Heineke. Okay. Just like how y'all say that Carson fucking Wentz is better than Taylor Heineke. Y'all fucking idiots. Oh, and also, Sam Howell's backer, Jacoby Brissett, who was terrible with fucking Cleveland. And when we got him as the backup, everyone said, Jacoby Brissett is better than Taylor Heineke. I'm like, dude, you fucking, oh my fucking god. I am so sick and tired of y'all bullshit. And you know what but you wanna know what the fucked up part about it is? I took a look at our new schedule. Guess who the fuck we got down the road? We got Atlanta this year. That's gonna be Taylor Heineke's fucking revenge game. I'm not gonna root against Taylor Heineke in that game. I am not. I'm not that fucking petty. I'm not. If Taylor Heineke beat Washington in that one, if Taylor Heineke and the Atlanta Falcons beat Washington, if they beat Washington, I will not be fucking mad. I will not. I'm just gonna say, when that happens, I'm only gonna say this. We deserve to lose to Taylor Heineke. This was karma. Straight karma. Y'all idiots didn't give this motherfucker a chance, and he made y'all. and he made y'all pay for it for not giving him a chance. Get fucking humble. In fact, you know what? I predict Taylor Heineke will have 325 yards, 325 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, will only suffer 3 picks, and will rush the ball for 86 yards and get 2 TDs on the ground in our game against us. But that's just me. That's just fucking me. That's just fucking me. But anywho, I would like to know what you think of this one. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss an update, share with your friends, share with your neighbors, share with others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Sean 0071986 signing off. Thank you for watching this video, it really means a lot, and I see you in the next one, and I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Oh, and if you do go out, make sure you carry an umbrella, because it is going to rain today. And also, y'all better get y'all gifts. Y'all better get your gifts because tomorrow's Mother's Day. You don't want your moms to knock you upside the head. Or maybe you do if you're into that shit. I don't know. Well, I'm out. Catch you later.